Hello, my name is Seth Hendler-Voss, the Director of Parks and Recreation here in beautiful Prince William County. Each year we take a moment to celebrate everything that we've accomplished together over the last year and preview all the exciting opportunities that are waiting for us on the horizon. I'm here at the historic Hayslip House tucked away behind the old Brentsville Courthouse in the Brentsville District. This is really an enchanting place to visit where you can experience what it was like to live on a 500-acre farm in 1850s Virginia. You can get directions to this historic site and all of the others by downloading the RecMapper app. This year's State of the Parks theme is Explore More, which calls on all residents to embrace their inner childhood curiosity and seek out new adventures in our award-winning park system, where there's always so much more than meets the eye. It's a call to venture beyond the walls of our old routines and habits, where the fresh breeze of inspiration blows. It's a reminder that sometimes some of the best rewards in life come from a little wandering. 2005 has been a year of tremendous growth for our Parks and Recreation system in the form of adding more parkland, improving the quality of existing assets, introducing new amenities, forging new partnerships, and launching new programs. I'm proud to say that our parks are strong and as essential as ever. Our agency's mission is to create recreational and cultural experiences for a more vibrant community. We do this by hiring the best people who are passionate about serving others, building relationships, planning new spaces and programs that exude creativity and welcomeness, embracing new trends, and experimenting with new offerings. Prince William County is one of the growing number of communities across the United States that understands the connection between a well-resourced parks and recreation agency and a community's comprehensive well-being across the health, social, economic, and environmental spectrum. In Prince William County, we know that parks are more than just green polygons on a map. They're where first bike rides happen, where families gather to celebrate, where new friendships are made, where children build self-confidence and learn to embrace difference, where minds are expanded through hands-on education, where healthy habits are instilled and bodies are healed, where people transcend social divides to unite in their shared love of nature and play, where teenagers gain their first job experiences, where new employers look when selecting a community to expand their companies, and where tourism spending occurs that supports thousands of jobs. We proudly steward one of the most dynamic park systems in the United States. Here, visitors can choose from 55 parks and facilities, 15 historic sites, 60 miles of trail, and 5,400 acres of parkland stretching from the Bull Run Mountains to the Potomac River. And when you add in our 2 national parks, our state park and our state forest, our 2 national wildlife refuges, and our nature preserves, Prince William County's green infrastructure is the envy of the Commonwealth. We also serve up a dynamite menu of enrichment programs for people of all ages and abilities, from licensed preschool and adaptive baseball to history tours and adult fitness classes. Calendar year 2025 was filled with an abundance of accomplishments that fulfilled our strategic plan focus areas. Our focus on creating positive experiences for guests at every touch point challenges us to provide a first-class experience for guests during every interaction with our department, from the time that they register for a program to the time that they exit a park or a facility. In 2025, Inside Nova readers voted us Best Summer Camps, Best Swimming Instruction for the Chin Aquatic Fitness Center, Best Swimming Pool for the Chin Aquatic Fitness Center, Best Farmers Market for the Dale City Farmers Market, Best Plant Center and Agritourism Attraction for the Dale City Farmers Market, Best Place for Family Fun for Splashdown Water Park, Best Yoga and Pilates Instructor for Casey Pugh at the Chin Aquatic Fitness Center, Best Dance Instructor and Choreographer for Michelle Gagan at the Sharon Bonkum Dale City Recreation Center for the 2nd year in a row. Northern Virginia Magazine voted us Best Summer Camp. Prince William Times readers voted us Best Before and After School Program for the Chin and Aquatic Fitness Center. Best Playground and Park for Rawlins Ford Park, and Best Preschool for the Sharon Bonkum Dale City Rec Center. Prince William Living readers voted us Best Gym and Fitness Center for the Chin Aquatic Fitness Center. Our focus on community engagement challenges us to increase participation in our breadth of services, especially for underrepresented populations, as well as harnessing the passion of parks and recreation enthusiasts to accelerate our mission. In 2025, we hosted a free youth soccer clinic and motivational talk with Paralympic champion and Patriot High School graduate Nick Mayhew. We held 3 Rec on Wheels mobile outreach events in partnership with libraries and the Office of Community Safety to celebrate National Parks and Recreation Month. We offered 4 free movie nights at Chin, Ben Lomond, Veterans, and Fairmont Parks. We sponsored 6 Fridays at 5 music events at the Government Center Complex. We welcomed nearly 35,000 visitors to our 4th annual Holiday Walk of Lights at the Neabsco Boardwalk, which was an increase of over 120% from last year. Our focus on operational planning and business excellence challenges us to embody best-in-industry standards, maximize tools to enhance service delivery, strengthen working relationships with other agencies, and leverage private partnerships to maximize our limited resources. In 2025, we completed a community needs assessment that provided valuable direction for how we prioritize new investments in our park system. And we secured $1.5 million in grant funds, furthering our effort to minimize sole reliance on taxpayer support. Our focus on safety and security challenges us to increase a sense of security for visitors and ensure the safest experience possible in our parks and facilities. In 2025, our rangers conducted nearly 85,000 park, facility, and trail patrols. Our lifeguards performed 2,300 water rescues. We achieved 4 exceeds ratings from Ellis & Associates, which is our lifeguard safety auditing firm. Our focus on cultural and environmental sustainability challenges us to limit our environmental impact and achieve a better ecological balance, preserve our valuable resources, and increase cultural literacy. In 2025, we offered new environmental education programs for families such as Stream Explorers and Critters and Campfires. We held 19 park cleanups across the county with a total of 785 volunteers. We planted 15 acres of new forest at the Bristow Station Battlefield as part of the Battlefield Landscape Restoration Project in conjunction with the Prince William County Department of Public Works. We welcomed a record-setting 151,000 visitors to our historic sites. We reached an all-time high for hands-on history participants with nearly 3,500 students attending field trips at our 15 county historic sites. We welcomed nearly 10,000 elementary school students to our Science in the Park program. We unveiled a Revolutionary War exhibit at the Williams Ordinary Historic Site, highlighting Prince William County's role in the American Revolution, featuring soldiers, loyalists, and experiences of African Americans during that period. We brought the Virginia 250th Traveling exhibit to the Manassas Museum and the 250th Mobile Museum to the Ripon Lodge, both of which highlight Virginia's foundational role in America's independence. We work with partners to refresh the Kings Highway trail markers along the eastern corridor of the county and created a virtual tour in conjunction with the new signage. Our focus on inclusion challenges us to create environments and opportunities that are accessible and welcoming to everyone. In 2025, we hired a new therapeutic recreation coordinator, Demi Rivera, to provide a dedicated focus on expanding adaptive recreation and intentionally increase access, participation, and meaningful outcomes for individuals with disabilities. We partnered with families to host the I Can Swim program at the Prince William Aquatic Center, serving around 30 special needs participants with volunteer support. We partnered with the Prince William Park Foundation to award 194 needs-based scholarship for summer camps and classes through the Count Me In Scholarship Program. 2025 was another period of major capital investments in our park system. We remodeled the clubhouse at Forest Greens Golf Course in the Potomac District. We installed a new kayak launch at Neabsco Regional Park in the Woodbridge District. We completed entry road improvements to alleviate traffic congestion at James Long Regional Park in the Gainesville District. We installed a new picnic shelter at Veterans Park in the Woodbridge District. We made wholesale accessibility improvements at Dale City Recreation Center Park in the Neabsco District. We replaced a playground and expanded one of the baseball fields at Noakesville Park in the Brentsville District. We built new equestrian trail and a parking area at Valley View Park in the Brentsville District. We kicked off a countywide trails master plan process, starting with mapping every foot of trail in our system to create a companion document to the comprehensive plan that will facilitate the construction of a robust public trail network. We completed accessibility improvements at Canine Gunner Dog Park in the Occoquan District. We replaced Saunders Middle School football field artificial turf in the Coles District. We celebrated the opening of the county's first pump track at Rollins Ford Park in the Brentsville District in collaboration with the Prince William County Parks Foundation. We partnered with DOT to begin planning a mile-long trail connection for the newly constructed Jefferson Park, connecting it to Veterans Memorial Park and Rumsco Acre Lake Park in the Woodbridge District. We completed wholesale accessibility improvements to Joseph D. Redding Park in the Coles District. We achieved substantial completion of the Howison Park Soccer Complex improvement in the Coles District, which features new restrooms, changing rooms, pedestrian seating, and new fencing. We replaced the pool white coat and preschool playground at the Chin Aquatic and Fitness Center in the Occoquan District. We completed a new accessible parking area along Blackburn Road for the Neabsco Boardwalk in the Woodbridge District. The year ahead will be one to remember, full of initiatives and projects that will respond to community priorities and our master plan. We'll be completing reaccreditation by the Commission for the Accreditation of Parks and Recreation Agencies, an honor bestowed upon 1% of all 10,000 park and recreation agencies across the United States. We'll be preparing a list of projects for potential 2026 Parks and Library Bond referendum to help meet the $500 million in unmet needs for parks, trails, and facility projects across the county. We'll be starting a feasibility study to explore locations for an Eastern and Western Community Recreation Center. We'll be drafting a public art policy for the Board of County Supervisors' consideration that leverages the creative capital of our residents to meet the county's placemaking goals. We'll begin permitting food trucks to vend in select parks starting this spring through an application process. Our Ranger Division will be launching a new apprenticeship program for at-risk youth in partnership with the Office of Community Safety's Gang Response Intervention Team to teach them professional skills and prepare them for future job opportunities. Our Ranger Division will also be expanding their effort to ensure a safe park system by developing a drone program to support search and rescue operations for lost persons. We'll be kicking off a public master plan process for the future Thoroughfare Historic Park in the Gainesville District. We'll be dedicating a new Revolutionary War Memorial at the Williams Ordinary Historic Site in the Potomac District with funding support from the Historic Preservation Foundation. We'll be creating an online exhibit focused on a historic African American community called The Settlement in the Brentsville District. We'll be launching our first ever therapeutic recreation summer camp designed for children with special needs. We'll be unveiling a new audio-based and motion sensing play feature called the Sona Arch between the Chin Center and the Chin Library in the Occoquan District. We'll cut the ribbon on a new 1-mile segment of the Potomac Heritage National Scenic Trail through the Featherstone Wildlife Refuge in Woodbridge District. We'll cut the ribbon for the new splash pad at Cat Harpin Park in the Gainesville District. We'll be exploring sites for a new botanical garden as part of the Fettler Small Area Plan in the Potomac District. We'll complete the improvements at Ellis Barron Park in the Gainesville District, which will feature the county's first ever artificial turf futsal courts. We'll complete the additional baseball field at Fuller Heights Park in the Potomac District. We'll begin master planning the new Neabsco District Adventure Park located within the new course mixed-use development in the Neabsco District. The Park Foundation will launch a new capital campaign for a new universal playground at Hellwig Park in the Coles District, as well as kayak lockers and a new mobile education van for a Science in the Park program. Looking on the 5-year horizon, we'll continue to reinvest in our existing park, trail, and facility infrastructure thanks to an unprecedented level of support from the Board of County Supervisors. And we also anticipate significant new capital investment to expand our system. We'll focus our efforts on meeting the community's top priorities as expressed in the 2025 Needs Assessment. These priorities include walking, hiking, and biking trails, botanical gardens, museums, indoor fitness and exercise spaces, small neighborhood parks, indoor walking tracks, passive use open spaces, picnic areas and shelters, boating and fishing areas, Playgrounds, community special events, history programs, nature programs, food trucks and parks, water fitness, adult sport programming, outdoor environmental education, youth sports programming, youth summer camp programs, and out-of-school time programming. We'll continue leveraging partnerships wherever possible and appropriate in order to stretch public dollars and expedite the availability of new services. We'll increase our collaboration with the other human service agencies in the county to provide coordinated services where there's no wrong door to pass through when looking for assistance. We'll play an active role in interagency work groups to bring the Board of Supervisors' strategic plan to fruition. And finally, we'll be transitioning to a more centralized capital project development model in order to streamline project delivery as our work volume grows. As the saying goes, many hands make lighter work. The holistic impact we make on the community would not be possible without the help of so many dedicated community partners, our sister county agencies, our elected officials, county leadership, our committed volunteers, our advisory board members, and you, our wonderful patrons who trust us to provide lasting recreation and cultural experiences for you and your loved ones. I especially want to acknowledge our workforce of more than 1,300 dedicated full-time, part-time, and seasonal team members who pour their passion into creating guest experiences that we hope will last a lifetime. From the professionals behind the scenes to those on the front lines, your experience is our #1 priority. In closing, the state of our parks is strong, but more than that, it's hopeful. Because every playground that we build, every trail we extend, and every program offered represents something bigger than infrastructure. It represents community and an opportunity to thrive. As we move into the coming year, let us continue to imagine what a park system can be and work together to make that vision a reality. Thank you very much, and I look forward to building our future together.